The Ragged Mountains by David Oppegaard. Thieves crept into the hollow one midsummer night and took Penelope Bell. Lovely dark-eyed Penelope. She was only 16 years old, but already tall, with a slender, willowy frame, and considered one of the most beautiful women in our village. One moment Penelope was with us, smiling at our poor jokes, corralling our loud and maddening children into the schoolhouse. In another moment she was gone, ripped from us like a good dream, forgotten upon waking. As news of Penelope's kidnapping spread, the river that flowed through our village darkened as if it had been filled with ink, and the old wind-blown trees circling the hollow rattled and swayed, threatening to uproot in their sorrowful anger. Young women clutched their children, keeping them close at hand, and old men watched the skies as they grumbled under their breath, waiting for whatever evil came next. Even the sparrows and silver finches seemed changed as they flew about the sky, their lilting song touched with a bitterness we had never heard before. Penelope's father found tracks in the mud beneath her bedroom window, hoof prints and a handful of wine-red stone known only to the Ragged Mountains and the mountain folk that dwelled there, the Shale. The thieves had arrived on horseback and ridden away on horseback. They must have pooled their wealth to buy horses, which are so incredibly rare in our land. Even then, the horses would not have been of the highest quality or in great numbers. Say 3 or 4 scraggly, mean-looking horses shared between the thieves, with one saddled and empty for their stolen prize. If the thieves were truly Shale, they would not have been good riders. Good climbers, yes. Good riders, no. It is said that the Shale spend nearly all their lives in the mountains, where they dwell in the city of Lahar, scrabbling from rock to rock with as little possible contact with flat ground as possible. They do not like or trust the open prairie, which they believe will open and swallow them the first chance it gets. It must have taken much courage for the Shale riders to head west across the grasslands, fighting their newly purchased horses for control. They must have imagined sinkholes all around as they rode beyond the comforting shadow of their mountains, and all that blue sky must have made them nervous, like children who steal sweets and expect their parents to appear at any moment. It is a hard and dangerous journey from my village to the Ragged Mountains, even on horseback. It would have taken the Shale 5 days of hard riding, perhaps 6, and, once they crossed so much prairie land, the Shale riders must have been quiet as they entered the hollow, rode through our cobblestone streets, and sought out Penelope's house. They would have peered through the Bell's windows one by one until they found Penelope sleeping in the dim starlight. Softly, so as not to wake the neighborhood dogs, their leader may have tapped on Penelope's window. Once, twice, 3 times. She would have woken suddenly, her eyes opening as she sat upright. There are girls who will answer a tapped window in the middle of the night, and girls who won't. Of course, our Penelope would have slipped on a robe without pause and come to the window. She would not have lit her oil lamp because her little sister, Quinn, slept on the other side of the room. Penelope would have unlocked the window and swung it open so she could lean out and peer into the dark. She may have believed it was me tapping on her window. We'd figured on getting married in only 2 years, after we had both turned 18. She would have thought I'd come to steal a late-night kiss. Instead, our Penelope met with a far different embrace.